Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now it has been quite some time since the last episode of Prophecy of Pendor, and I am very sorry about that, but I was attempting to get my nodal relation up to a high enough level to actually claim official victory. Now do not worry, for those of you that want to see the nodal castle siege, I am still planning on doing that. I do have backup saves, so all I am doing right now is trying to attain official victory, and then after that I will reload the backup save solely for attacking the nodal castle. Now we have a snake cult in our sight, and I have 500 units ready for battle. And yes, I didn't really sort these out very well, but I think they will do the job. So let us now go in and attempt to take them down. Now I do actually have the setup I was using versus the nodal, but I don't really think that should make too much difference. We are actually outnumbered by 61 units, and as you can see, we are currently at a -1 battle advantage. So we may be having some issues, but I do not believe that will hold us back from attaining victory against this particular snake cult army. But this one does actually have 360 prisoners, so I am hoping that we will be able to recruit a lot of them. Okay, so for this particular episode I am planning on fighting snake cults, so if you are not interested in watching that, then by all means skip to the next episode. I do apologize if you were looking forward to a nodal siege, but as it stands I believe I do not currently have the right composition of units, and potentially not enough renown to actually field an army capable of taking on the nodal. So let us now charge in with everything we have. Oh my, this actually might not be a good idea to charge in, but we're going to do it anyway, because we are Sine Magni. Let us do it. Let's go, come on. Take them all down. Wow, they do have a lot of Cobra warriors. That is somewhat worrying. But I think we mainly should be worried about the Anaconda Knights at the moment, and Serpent Priestesses. But actually, I'm not seeing any Anaconda Knights. What is this? Ah, there was one. Okay, so they do look remarkably normal for being Anaconda Knights. I believe the Serpent Priestesses are the ones that I have to actually look out for. They sometimes have snake heads, after all. Okay, whoa, not bad at all. We're getting quite a few kills going on here. But we are currently taking quite a few losses now from the Anaconda Knights' ferocious nature. Let's try and take this one down if I don't get blocked by this horse. Thank you very much. Oh yes, there we go. And there's another one. They only have 10 Anaconda Knights in this entire army, so if we can take them out, then we will have a very good chance of actually winning this. So let's try as best we can and just hope that we will succeed. Oh wow, yes, and I must remember that our horse is exceptionally good at using its charge damage, and actually takes out lower level units incredibly quickly, as you can see. Oh my. That was very, very nice indeed. Ooh, no. Oh, I actually hit that guy, I think. That was very, very good. Okay. Not bad at all. I think that is one more Anaconda Knight right there. We need to take him down, if possible. They're being quite smart at the moment with their troop composition. They are sending in most of the rabble first to weaken us up, with Anaconda Knights sprinkled in there, because I don't believe they've sent in any Serpent Priestesses so far, so that might be a rather sound tactic for them to use. We will soon see how it fares, a little bit later on of course, but in my opinion, sending in strong units at the beginning is always a good idea. Maybe, most of the time anyway. But it depends, of course, on what type of enemy you're facing. Yes. Oh, nice. Nice hits from Iceni right there. Not bad. I'm usually terrible at fighting on horseback, as my previous records have showed. I usually take out all of their horses first, but it seems as though I'm actually doing quite a good job taking out the rider itself. Oh wow, that was a very good hit, if I do say so myself. Oh yes, okay. Reinforcements have arrived for us. Not great. Obviously is stating that we're not doing well in terms of ratios. They do have the battle advantage though, only by -1, so it shouldn't be too bad. Ooh, here we go. Let's go for a charge on their armsmen, prevent them from shooting their crossbows any further. Oh, okay, yeah, we took out one, not bad, not bad. Now, the one thing that I was rather confused about is Noldor relations, because what I've been doing over the past week, of course, is trying to get past favorable relation. Now, the thing is, I believe I'm actually a lot higher than that, because I have friendly as a rank of relation with the Noldor, and when I did my final battle, helping the Noldor out against a Western Rogue Knight company, it only gave me 1 relation when I was at 49, instead of giving me 4. So, the total obviously being 50, so I'm assuming that that is actually the highest relation you can get with the Noldor. So, potentially, that is all I needed to do. And now we are eligible for victory once we have obviously taken out the remaining Snake Cult armies. Now I'm hoping that this does not mean taking out the Noldor minor heroes, because that is obviously never going to happen, I would think, because they are exceedingly good at taking everyone out from a huge range, and I don't think we'd even get close to them to deal the amount of damage needed to actually take them out. And while I was actually getting the relation up, I was seeing quite a few armies, notably, I believe, Ithilrindir, I believe that's his name. I am not entirely sure on the name, of course. I am terrible at Elven, but he, or should I say one of the minor heroes, has 2,300 units in their army, and I just thought, nope, I am never going to be able to fight that, if the game requires me to fight that, of course. So I'm hoping that that is not the case, because obviously you need to have Noldor relations at favorable or higher, so I would assume that you don't actually have to fight them, but they do say minor heroes. You have to take out every minor hero and unique armies, so I'm hoping that it's only the Snake Cult that will be the culprit of that. Okay, so let us now head in. And okay, miss everyone apparently. Okay, here we go. Yes, that was a nice hit right there. Very good. Okay, just hit a horse. Do not return to old ways, Iceni. We must prevent us from killing horses all the time. We need to kill the riders. That would be the way to do it. Oh, and we destroyed his shield exceedingly fast. Wow. I am really enjoying using this weapon. I know that it is not exactly the most legit way of getting this weapon, but it is the end of the game. I am not using it in such a way that I would not be using the Orator Bacchus sword, so, you know, it's just a bit of fun, I think. Not too bad, if I do say so myself. And doing some very nice damage to horses here, which is not something you want to see, that's for sure. We are charging into a lot of people that are wielding spears, so that is potentially not the greatest idea. But I was attempting to help our maiden cavalry right there, but it appears I was a little bit too late. Oh. Ooh, yes, these spears. They are very difficult to get behind. Oh, and we actually took out a mercenary Highlander. It's been quite a while since I've seen one of those. But I've been told, or I was told, quite a while ago that they are pretty good. So, yes. Rather surprising, of course, to take him out with a glancing blow, but there we are anyway. It seems this will be this round, unless they get more reinforcements. I would assume they will be getting more reinforcements anyway. But we seem to be well into their spawn area, so I don't think it would be advisable for them to do so, but you never know what the AI is thinking. And destroyed his shield. Whoa, this axe is a shredder of shields. I'm really liking that. I've never actually used the weapon apart from obviously a few axes in the whole series of this that destroys shields as easy as this one does, but obviously due to it being a rune weapon, it is rather natural to assume that that is the case with it at least. But there we are anyway. That was a very easy and swift victory over the Snake Cult in that particular round, and I believe this is probably going to be the last round. So, we have 377, they have 185, but I believe most of their forces now are low-level units. So, I do not think we have to use too many tactics here, as we've not currently been using any tactics actually, which is something I vowed to change, so I do apologize for that, but maybe in the next fight with the next Snake Cult I will endeavor to use a few. At least charge in with our cavalry from the side. I'm just not used to having cavalry, I think. That is mainly the reason, I think, anyway. So, let us now see what is going on here. We could potentially use tactics here, just for a change of pace, maybe? Even though we are most likely going to win no matter what, but it would be rather refreshing to have that sort of change, so I think we will. Let's get our cavalry following us, and then in turn we will put our infantry in front of our archers just to protect them, a little bit anyway. And now let us circle around. I don't actually think this will be that effective because they all have spears, and spears, as you all know, are exceedingly effective against cavalry, but who knows. I will charge them in now, but we are charging in from the side, I do realize that, but hopefully that will be effective enough to take out as many units as possible. I think when we actually fight a proper round versus a Snake Cult army, then I will take it a little bit more seriously, because obviously this is pretty much a walkover, which is unfortunate, really. I was hoping that we would actually have a tougher fight, but it seems as though that is not going to be the case. But I believe this is actually one of the smaller Snake Cult armies, so we don't really need to worry that much. And as you can see, they are consistently spawning in very, very low-level units, and I can actually take these out with my horse if I needed to, so yeah, not too bad, but not great either. So let's try and get this over with as quickly as we can, and then potentially find yet another Snake Cult army. That would be very nice indeed to squeeze two in one episode. That would be great. And ooh, there we are. Take out the rest of them, and yes, actually, I have just forgotten that everyone is staying back there, apart from our cavalry, so let's charge them all in, just to make sure that we kill every straggler possible, just in case they decide to make a break for it, which is unlikely, of course, but you never know. Okay, well, there we are, that was it. 39 kills to our name right there, and that was all of them. So, now we are ecstatic that we are able to recruit all of these units, or should I say as many as we potentially can anyway. So let's see here. I think I will be taking quite a few of these. Okay, so just finishing off with some Barclay Sappers in our party. Oh, actually, never mind. We can have more than that. Let's take some Barclay Heavy Footmen as well. Oh, yes. There we are. That's very nice indeed. So, there we are. We have now a full army to fight the next Snake Cult with. Not bad at all, considering we have no Noldor troops currently stationed with us. So, yes, let's take this, this, and this, and that. Okay, that's all I can take. So, yes, no one wants to take anything, of course, and I have very little space in our inventory for anything else. So, there we are. Okay, that was one snake cult. I think we may have time for another one. I will try to find one, and if I cannot, then I'll have to end this episode off here. So, let us hope that we find another one. Okay, so unfortunately I was not able to find yet another snake cult, which is unfortunate really. I was wondering where they were. I was wandering around Sez right here, and I also took a patrol route near to Janos, because usually they are either in this area here or this area here, so I'm assuming either they've chased someone off into this area or maybe this area, but I have no way of knowing. So I will take some time, try and find them, and yeah, I think I will most likely end this episode off here. So I thank you for watching our next step into taking on official victory. And so I will see you next time.